Alright, so I came up with this technique and thought people might want to see it. So this creature here is my own creation of a Varghoul, which is a type of demon from D&D that is just a flying head, essentially. But they reproduce with a kiss, actually. And so they're, in D&D terms, they're able to kiss any humanoid and infect them. And yeah, some days later, eventually that head will grow bat wings and then pop off, killing the creature. And that's how new Varghoul is made. In D&D, there is another humanoid called a Skulk, which has invisibility, just like magical invisibility inherent to it. And I like the idea of, what if a Varghoul decided to infect a Skulk? And so I'm trying to make this thing invisible. What I did was, when I put up the background here, I made a second copy. You can right click it, come down to duplicate layer, and so if you can tell, that's how big the background is, and so everything's aligned the way I want it to. And by duplicating the layer, it duplicates the setting too. You have to do it before you cut it out for the monster, before you cut out the monster in it, and you have to cut it out of the background, not like cut the white out and have the background come through. And this allows you to drag that background up, and it's actually cut out in the shape of the Varghoul, and then you make sure you're on the clean one, not the one that you have cut out. Liquefy, and swirls. As far as I can tell, it doesn't really matter quite which one it is. And you start swirling the edges here. So it distorts the picture, but only where the creature cutout is. So it's like there's some kind of invisible being there. And you can experiment with different sizes. I kind of like to do 100 for a good pass through, so I can kind of see where the edges are myself. The longer you hold it in an area, the more it twists and spirals. So if you move too fast, it just kind of lines everything up in a different orientation. While if you go slow, it actually spins and twirls it. I have noticed that it helps to get like different colors along the edges, so it kind of creates that barrier better. Allows you to see the form easier. And now that we have the big one in, we can shrink this back down to like maybe 20 or so. Now let's go 50. And create smaller changes in it. trying not to undo the border we've made. Kind of trying to give it that sort of, you know, invisible predator movie kind of feel, where there's something there but you just can't quite see it. And yeah, that's how at least I try to make an invisible creature in Pixlr. Because I just like the idea of, you know, invisible flying bat heads that can kill you with a kiss. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed.